Yeah, thank you very much. First, I would like to congratulate those who had this great idea to give us the opportunity to present ourselves. Thank you very much. Second, I would like to thank in particular the colleagues being now with me. We had an excellent cooperation in the EPP presidency with Paul Randl. He referred already to the many joint activities concerning gaining new members, being in neighboring countries. I would also like to thank Christian Schmidt, who always was very cautious about our finances, which is in a way a role model for my future task as a commissioner for budget. And also the cooperation with Maria, she referred already to it concerning, for instance, a roaming agreement in the Western Balkans was that kind of excellent cooperation I think we would like to see much more often. Having said this, I think all this is a real example for the quality of a People's Party to offer choices, to prepare and to offer opportunities. And you will have tough choices to choose 10 out of 12 candidates, because all the 12, I think, are good candidates, if I may so unhumble to include myself. But nevertheless, I think it's good to have this wide range of different interests. I have a long-standing experience in different areas. I would like to focus only a few, which I consider also important, additional to what has been said. For instance, of course, the strengthening and the promotion of the economy is a must. We can only be successful in terms of climate change if we incorporate and help support the economy. Both have to be done together in coexistence, and there's a huge potential for green technology, but we have also to take care for those industries, for those areas of the economy which need smooth transition in order to survive, in order to protect, to safeguard existing jobs and ideally create new ones. But as I am in my home country, Austria, for more than 10 years, president of an umbrella organization for lifelong learning, I think focus on educational skills is extremely important. Why? Because maybe 30, 40 years ago, it was possible to learn something and to do this for the rest of your professional life. Today, we have to be clear that probably 5 or 6 times during your professional life, you have to learn something new. And this is why we have to qualify, to train our people, our youngsters, to be able to adapt to new challenges. I consider this as one of the big challenges, and I think this is something where people parties have a particular experience and also obligation. Second, due to my current job as a Commissioner for Neighborhood and Enlargement, I think I have witnessed and to a certain extent suffered that we are not always a global player, but definitely we are already a global payer. And what we have to change is to become not only again a payer, but also a player. For this it's crucial to think how we can adapt to the challenges we are facing on a global scale. I think here we can definitely improve our performance as a European Union in terms of becoming an actor and not only a reactor. So that's why I think we have to think if in, for instance, foreign policy decisions, always unanimity is the best way forward, or if there are alternatives, meaning at least qualified majority decisions in order to make progress, to take decisions, and in order to become a real player. Finally, about the future, may I say a very personal comment? I have to say, since I became grandfather 3.5 years ago, I'm now even more thinking about the future, and may I say even the long-term perspective of our decisions of today. My grandson of 3.5 years will hopefully, if he stays healthy, see the 22nd century. And we have to think what means decisions of today for the next generation and the generation after the next generation. We have a lot of responsibilities. We are influencers, we are decision makers, but we should feel the temperature, the responsibility we have. And for this, we need a group of core people and many others who join us in our policy shaping and policy decision making, and therefore it can not only be one person who takes a decision, no, it must be a group of bright people taking the necessary decisions for the future. But in all this, if it's about shaping and deciding, we have to include our young generation. They should not only be heard, but they should also be invited to participate and to decide already about their own future. For this, I ask for your support. Thank you very much for listening to me.